Hello everyone, in this video I am going to discuss about wrapper classes and strings in Java. First we will discuss about wrapper classes. Generally, vectors cannot store primitive data types like int, char, float, long and double. These primitive data types have to be converted into object types. Then only we can store in the vectors. So, the wrapper class converts the primitive data types into object data types. Generally, wrapper classes are present in the package java.lang. So, wrapper class purpose is to convert the primitive data type into object data type. The below table shows a list of data types along with their corresponding wrapper classes. The first data type is boolean and its wrapper class is also boolean. Next, second data type is char and the wrapper class is also character. And the third one is int. It is a data type and its corresponding wrapper class is integer. Next, the fourth one is double and its wrapper class is also double. Next one is float and the wrapper class is float. Next one is long and the last wrapper class will be long. This second table converts the primitive numbers into object numbers. For example, int val is equal to new integer of I. Here I is a normal integer variable and it will be converted into the integer object, and the long and double also the same procedure has to be followed. Next we will see a table that converts strings, that is it is converting the numeric strings into primitive numbers. The syntax will be like this: int I is equal to integer dot parseInt of str. Here str is the integer string and that will be converted into the integer value, and that value is stored in the variable I. Similarly, we can convert the primitive number into string also, and the syntax will be like this. This is shown in the third table, and in the first statement we have written like this: str is equal to integer dot toString of I. That is, the normal I will be converted into the string, that is the integer value I will be converted into the integer string. And finally, not only all these methods, there are various methods in wrapper classes that converts primitive data types into object data types and vice versa. In the package java.lang, since the wrapper classes are present in this lang package, we have to import it. So the first statement is import java.lang.star, and here the name of the class is wrap, and within the main method, initially we have to provide two arguments at runtime. Those two arguments are saved in the array args as args of 0 and args of 1. Next, in the next statement, we are converting the args of 0 into integer and it is stored in the variable x. And in the next statement, args of 1 is converted into the double and it is stored in the variable y. And in the last statement, we are multiplying x and y and printing the result. All this is related to the wrapper classes. Now we will discuss about strings in Java. Initially, a string is a collection of characters or it is a sequence of characters, and in Java, string is treated as an object of type class. There are three classes that supports the strings. The first one is string class, and the second one is string buffer class, and the third one is string tokenizer class. First we will see about the string class. String class is mainly used to create the strings of fixed length, and the syntax for creating the string will be like this: string sname is equal to new string of, within the parenthesis you have to write the string name which is enclosed in double quotations, and at the last put a semicolon. So this is the syntax for writing the string. Here they have created a string called Java programming. And now we will see what are the methods that are present in the string class. This means it converts all the characters of S1 into lowercase. The second method is S1 dot to uppercase. This particular method converts all the characters that are present in S1 into uppercase. S1 dot replace of x comma y, that is all the occurrences of x will be replaced with y in the string S1. And the fourth one is S1 dot trim off. This trim method removes the beginning white spaces as well as ending white spaces for the string S1. S1 dot equals ignore case of S2. That is, it is ignoring the case and comparing S1 and S2. If both are equal, then true will be returned, otherwise false will be returned. The next method is S1 dot length of, that is, it will calculate the length of S1, that is the number of characters present in S1 will be printed. The next method is S1 dot caret of n. That is, at the nth position, the particular character will be retrieved in the string S1. And the next method is S1 dot compare to of S2. That is, the two strings S1 and S2 are compared, and if S1 is less than S2, then negative value will be returned, and if S1 greater than S2, positive will be returned, and if S1 and S2 are equal, then 0 will be returned. And the next method is S1 dot concat of S2. That is, S2 will be concatenated for S1. That is, it will. The next method is S1 dot substring of n. That is, a substring will be retrieved from S1 starting from the nth position to the end. The next method is S1 dot substring of n comma m. That is, a substring will be retrieved starting from the nth position to the mth character. That particular substring will be retrieved from the string S1. And the next method is S1 dot index of x. That is, the first position, the first index of occurrence x in the string S1 will be retrieved. And the last method is S1 dot index of x comma n. That is, the position of x after nth position will be related to the strings. In this example, initially we have to import java.lang package because the string class is present in the java.lang package, and the name of the class is str class, and within the main method initially we are creating a string called java programming, and that java programming string is present in the S1. And finally we are implementing various methods here. That is, we are implementing length, the second method is last index, and the third one is index of, fourth one is replace, and the next one is substring, and the last one is also substring of two positions they have given. All these methods have been implemented on the string S1. That is, we have implemented all these methods on Java programming string. Using string class, we can create only strings of fixed length, but by using string buffer class, we can create strings of flexible length, in which we can modify both length as well as content. That is, the length can be changed as well as content can also be changed if we create the strings by using the string buffer class. And this string buffer class is also present in the package java.lang. So this has to be imported if we want to use the string buffer class. And here are some methods present in the string buffer class. The first one is set caret, and the second one is append, third one is insert, and the last one is set length. We'll see about string tokenizer class. Generally, Java statement is a collection of various tokens. Tokens means all the keywords, identifiers, separators, and operators are generally treated as tokens, and Java statements is a collection of all these tokens. String tokenizer class is used to separate the tokens that are present in the statement. Generally, tokens are separated by using white spaces or new tab space. Methods related to the string tokenizer class. The first one is count tokens. The second one is has more tokens. Third one is has more elements. The next one is the next element, and the last one is next token. Here has more tokens and has more elements works in the similar way, but has more elements is used if we want to implement some interface. If we want to implement has more elements is generally used if the class wants to implement the interface enumeration. Similarly, next element and next token also works in the same way, but next element will be used if the class wants to implement the interface enumeration. And here is an example related to the string tokenizer class. Example, initially we have to import java.util package because string tokenizer class is present in this package, and the name of the class is strtkzder. This is the name of the class, and within the main method we are creating a string S1, and this S1 is holding the string Java programming. Next, we are creating a string tokenizer object, and the name of the object is T. And finally, we have implemented some methods. The first one is count tokens, and the next one is we are printing the tokens that are present in the string by using has more tokens and next tokens. In the last two statements, we are printing the tokens that are present in the string Java programming by using has more tokens and next tokens. So finally, three classes are supported in Java for strings. The first one is string class, the second one is string buffer class, and the third one is string tokenizer class. This is a program related to wrapper classes. Initially, we have to import the java.lang package. Next, the name of the class is wrap, and within the main method, initially we are providing two arguments. The first argument is saved in args of 0 and the second argument is saved in args of 1. Initially, these two arguments are printed here. The first argument is printed and the second argument is also printed by using the for loop. Of 0 will be saved in the variable x by using the method integer dot parseIntof. Next, args of 1, that is the second argument, will be stored in the variable y by using the method parseDouble, which is present in the class double. So double dot parseDouble of args of 1. So args of 1 is converted into double value and that is stored in the variable y. Finally, x and y are holding two values. X is holding an integer value and y is holding a double value. In the last statement, we are multiplying those two values and finally they are being printed. Now we will save, compile and run this program. Finally, we will save this program. I am saving this file as wrap.java. Now we have to compile and run the program in order to get the output. First, the compilation command is javac space and the name of the file is wrap. So wrap.java. After successful compilation, we have to run the program. So for running, the command is java space and the name of the class is wrap, in which W is written in caps lock. Java space wrap, and here during runtime I have to provide two arguments, 12 and some 3.4. This is the output. Initially it is displaying what elements are present here. Elements passed are 12, 3.4. 12 is saved in args of 0 and 3.4 is saved in args of 1. 12 is converted into integer and 3.4 is converted into double. And finally both these two are multiplied. And so the result obtained is the product is 40.8. This is the output for our program. Program related to strings. Initially, we have to import java.lang package because string class is present in this lang package. And here the name of the class is str. And within this class, main method has been written, public static void main string args. And within this main method, initially a string has been created s1. And within the s1, the string that is stored is Java programming. So Java programming is present in s1. And finally, all these methods have been implemented on this particular string s1. The first method is length, the second method is last index of, the third method is index of, fourth method is replace, and the next one is substring, and the last method is substring of given two positions. Here remember, the indexes in the string generally start from 0. That is, the index for j will be 0 and the index for a will be 1 and so on. Now I will save this program. st.java. After saving, we have to compile and run the program. For compilation, the command will be like this. javac space st.java. Now we have to run the program in order to get the output. And for running, the command is java space and the name of the class is str, in which s is written in caps lock. And based on the methods, the appropriate outputs will be printed. For example, the length of the string s1 is 15 and next the last index of a is 9, and like this the remaining methods have been worked here and the output has been displayed. This is the program based on string tokenizers. String tokenizer class is present in the java.util package, so that package has to be imported here. And finally the name of the class is stk1, and within this main method has been written. Within the main method, a string S1 has been created, and within S1 the string that is present is Java programming. And finally, an object has been created for string tokenizer, and the name of the object is T. And for string tokenizer class, the argument that is supplied here is S1. S1 is supplied to the string tokenizer. So string tokenizer works on S1. And finally, initially, in the next statement, we are present in the string T dot count tokens. Generally, two tokens are present here, that is two words are present here, Java and programming. So two will be printed here upon executing this statement. And next, by using this while loop and this print statement, we are printing the tokens that are present in the string. First, we will save and compile the program. Later, we will run in order to get the output. Str dot Java. Now I will compile this program, javac space str dot Java. Now we can run the program as Java space, and the name of the main class is stk. This is the output. Two tokens are present here, so two will be printed. And next, two tokens are present. The first token is Java and the second token is programming. This is the output for the executed program.